I suppose everything is set, so we are ready to go. So, just a quick introduction. GM, everyone, thank you all so much for making out the time to be here. So, we're just here to quickly go through the projects that submitted for the bounty, which was um, started at this year's DevFest Kampala Blockchain DevFest Kampala 2025, which was an amazing event. Had a lot of people show up from different parts of Africa. And so this build is to get more people involved in governance in Unlock DAO. So Unlock Protocol, for those of you who don't know, who may be watching the replay, because everyone here knows, is a protocol for memberships and subscriptions on chain. You can use it to do content monetization for creators as well as events ticketing. So it's got tons and tons of features that's packed in. So you definitely want to check it out at unlock-protocol.com. So without further ado, I am Danny Toms. I'm the founder of P2E Inferno. P2E Inferno is a blockchain gaming guild that is dedicated to education and gamifying user experience when interacting with the blockchain. So here are the submissions for the bounty. We've got about 8 or 9 submissions, and we have about 4 or 5 judges here. David, you said there's someone else coming in from the DevFest Kampala organizers. Were they able to make it?
Not really. They are having a conflict in the timing.
That's unfortunate. But then we have okay, we've got Andrew, Stella, myself, David. What about Ceci? I don't think she's on the call as well. All right, so in that case, we're having 3 judges then. We have 3 judges available to look at the projects, and based on the criteria in the sheet, wrong window. So there are about how many criterias here? There's functionality of the application, there's the UI UX, which is the appearance, the innovation, and how much the project aligns or it's impactful based on the actual description of the build. And the judges basically just have to allocate points between 0 to 10 for each of these criterias, and the project that gets the highest score is the winner. So it's really not that complicated. We're just trying to make it as simple as possible. And so we'll just go through the projects, the demo link, and if there's a video, we'll like play the video, and then if there's a demo link, we can test the functionality and see. We Great question, great question. So I was getting to that. Since we're 3, I'll just go ahead and just will allocate numbers as well. I didn't get a chance to introduce everyone on the call, so maybe we should just that's the stewards here, because we are graced with the presence of some of the stewards from the Unlock DAO. So if you don't mind introducing yourselves, we have 2. We've got Stella and Andrew. If you don't mind, we would really love for you to introduce yourselves, and then David as well. Then we can take our numbers and get started immediately. So yeah, Stella, would you mind going first?
Oh, I should introduce myself. Cool.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Stella. I'm former lead steward of Unlock Protocol DAO and an active member at the DAO. And yeah, super excited. I use Unlock for my own projects, and I've onboarded many other people to the tool. So I'm really excited to see what you guys have in store, what you guys built at DevFest Kampala. And yeah, I guess yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Awesome. Awesome. Great, great, great. All right. Over to you, David. Andrew because there's two Davids, so let's not
Yes,
get confused.
don't worry. Hello, my name is Andrew, but I'm used the name of David as moderator in the Unlock DAO community, and I have a role of financial manager. And that's all for my part. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Thank you. We're so happy to have you as well. David, over to you.
All right, so thank you for having me, Danny, and your team. Pleasure catching up with you, Stella and Andrew again. David Lumala, I'm the organizer and host of the Blockchain Football Festival, and part of the reason as to why we're here is because we're trying to, to pull more people to involve them in the DAO governance, and then so excited to hear from to get to judge these projects because these things have come up as a result of the efforts that we've been doing in the past month or so. And yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
Awesome. Great. So, with that said, everyone, Stella, you're gonna be number one, J1, because you are the ex-leader. Andrew, you'll be number two. I'll be number three, and David, you're number four. So, that's hope we're clear. David, you're J4. I am J3. Andrew, you're J2, and Stella, you're J1. So, let's start off with the first one over here. I think is row number 9. The names are not really correct, so we're not going to pay attention. But the builder is Kakuza, Kakuzavian, and the demo link is actually, this looks like it's a website. So I'm going to open it up. Hopefully, you can all see my screen, or you can open it up on your screen as well. So yeah, you can actually go to the platform. So UI looks really clean, very nice. And going through the sheets, because I'm going to use that as my guide. The first thing that we're looking at is functionality. So let's see what's actually working, what's functional. I want to connect my wallet. All right. So my wallet is connected, but it looks like the overview, the account overview, for some reason, it's not updating to see my balance. The up balance, there's an up balance here, which is not loading, a voting power thing here, and no active delegation. But there's some stewards. We have the protocol stewards here. We've got Ceci, Stella, Cryptos Monitor, myself, Jay Shin. These are people who voted for proposals in the DAO. I'm not sure who this is. So let me see what I can do. Can I delegate? Okay, this is a tab. So let me just click the delegate to self button, and this doesn't really work. It comes up with a pop-up. Let me try to specify an amount. Actually, it's not reading my balance. So, I don't think the functionality of this app is working, unfortunately. And I think, is that the same experience for everyone else? Did you guys try it? Okay. Yeah, but the UI looks nice, but unfortunately, the functionality is not working. So I'm gonna put a 0 there. I don't know what others are gonna like put for you, but it's a clean UI, but if nothing is working, it's not good.
Danny, I can actually not add anything to the Excel sheet. I'm supposed to do that. Doesn't work for me. Is there a reason?
Well, let me see. Let
Oh,
me
no, no,
see.
no, no. Wait. It's my fault. Never mind. Just ignore.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's gonna be okay, I think, soon.
I was gonna check the share to see.
Oh, no, I really
Yeah,
can't add.
yeah, that's what
Okay.
I was going to check if it's anyone can be the like edited. So yeah, that was what was happening. So now you guys should be able to do it. And so for the UI UX, I actually did like the UI UX, the UI of this app. It's really nice. So I'm gonna just put in some there.
I will put one because technically the website works, but
Right.
yeah, like the function, the actual function doesn't work.
That's actually
I tried
a good point. A really good
GM,
point.
GM, sorry, guys, for coming late.
Welcome,
Sorry,
Ceci.
sorry.
it says he is being very South American today.
No, I didn't get the notification. I don't know why. I think maybe I didn't add it to my calendar. I don't know what happened.
All right, this team, Stella has actually made a good point on your behalf, so I've changed my mind and given you one. So, Ceci, let's give you a quick feeling on how we're doing the judging since you're just hopping on. So, there's a sheets, a Google Sheets which we shared in the stewards channel, and so there's about provision for 5 judges here. We are right now 4, I think. So you would be J5 on the sheet, and we are simply just going through each project on the sheets one by one, and then we're allocating points between 0 to 10 for each criteria. So we have the functionality of the app, the UI, UX, innovation, and alignment, which is basically how impactful and how much it really does the thing that it's supposed to do. Like, yeah. So, um, basically, you just need to go to the J5 side and just put in the numbers for this. So we are right. We are still early because we're in the first one, the first project. So you can click on the link there, the project demo link, open it up and see it, and then you can put in the numbers.
Awesome, thank you.
Danny, I just added this to the chat, but in general, I think it's recommendable that if developers create a code base, in this case, I looked at the GitHub and it seems only to hold like the website components. But even though, I mean, you can add a README TXT, right, to GitHub, I think it's always recommendable to have some layer of description to what you're building. So I don't know if this is like part of the judging process, but there is like no explanation whatsoever. It's just like, okay, delegation app, but for what? Why use this over, for example, the Tally UI that we already have integrated, right? So it's always like provide the people who are reviewing this some type of explanation as to the what is it, why are you doing it, for who is it being done, and why use this over other tools. I think this is like the minimum that a TXT should or README file should include on a GitHub. It doesn't have to be a novel, but there should be some layer of explanation.
Yeah, that's totally true. Totally true. Yeah, the GitHub didn't have anything whatsoever. That's right. So I think we've spent enough time on number 1. We can head over to project number 2. So I hope everyone has had a chance to do like a UI, UX, all of the other criteria to give it scores. And should we ask if any member of the team is here and if we want to ask questions, should we do that right away so that we're done with this? Great. So, is any member of the team that built out the projects, is anyone here, you know, to, talk about their build, maybe why nothing is actually functional? Maybe it was working when you submitted and just like my OBS, it just stopped working right now. Anyone here? Malika, you have your hand raised. Can you go ahead? GM.
Morning.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Like the second project is mine. So in case you have questions, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go on to the second project. I'm grabbing the Zoom link on my end and let's see what we have.
Hi, I'm Asman Malika. I'll be demonstrating my protocol voting right delegation app built for the Bounty Challenge. The app allows users to delegate their UP token voting rights on the base network with.
Malika, you have your hand raised again.
I didn't deploy my project. but I just have a video demo that I did on Loom. And as well, I thought maybe you'd clone the repository and maybe start the installation. I provided the guide on how to do it on my README. So yeah, I thought that is how it was going to be done. So if you want to see the project, this is a demo, and we can as well, or I can just clone the repo and show you how it works.
Let's continue with the video. I'm going to try to run it on my local if it's quick enough, or yeah, maybe you can go ahead and run it as well. What do you guys think, judges? Do we just watch the video, or should we let her run it?
I'm already watching it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Tracking of delegations. So the first thing you need to do to access the app is clone the repository. Here's the repository link. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's fine in what the video is. But then
you need to change directory to voting app, UCD, voting app. Then again change to this one, allow voting delegation fresh. Then the next thing you need to do is install the dependencies.
I'm sorry, what did you say, David?
I don't have edit access. I want to put in my ranks.
You don't?
Have
What?
edit access.
You should. Can you refresh it? Because I think every other person has been able to edit theirs.
Just a quick question. Where are you looking for the video? I'm trying to get the video, but I'm not sure.
Okay. In the sheets, have you been able to open the sheets? You would see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the second project.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. So, David, you should just try to refresh your sheets, maybe, because I think everyone should have access, and others have been able to edit. So, I think that you should be able to do so too.
That you run to install the dependencies npm install legacy legacy peer deps. Then you run npm start so that you run npm start so that you can start the app and view it on the browser. On my end, I will use Chrome because it's where my wallets are installed. So the app is running on localhost 3000. So here's the landing page. So as you can see, I've listed a few wallets that you can use, not necessarily MetaMask as me. So you'll use wallet of your choice. If you click here, it will list all those wallets. I have MetaMask Wallet Connect, Rainbow, Coinbase, Trust Wallet, and it actually you can as well access this app on mobile phones. For my case, I will use MetaMask because it's the one installed on this browser. So the instruction were to build an app that the user is able to delegate their voting right to themselves. They could as well delegate to unlock protocol stewards, and they can also delegate to any specific address. So if you check,
I'm still here.
So first of all, I think it's a really smart decision to record a video. Good job in doing that, because we all know this stuff always goes wrong when you want to show it live. So good job in being ahead of things.
Thank you.
And it's also very excited to see the functionality. I want to ask a little bit more. You had this like a cluster of like top one voter, active governance participant, top two, or number three. Like, how is this being, like, where are you pulling that data from? You're pulling this from Tally or from Tally and Snapshot, or how do you know?
I got the data from Tally.
Perfect, makes sense.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I could. Awesome, thank you.
Did some research.
Just to add on something.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, I used that for this project. Then I'm also thinking maybe for future implementation, I would just like integrate it in a way that it lists all the stewards. Then maybe somebody can just come there and search the steward they want to delegate their voting right to. So they search the steward their by their token address. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of to do in the future implementation.
Okay. So just to make sure I get you right, you're like talking about putting a search feature so someone can easily search for a specific steward and delegate to them. Okay.
Yeah, you see here, I only listed 16 of them. So maybe next time for future implementation, someone will just search the steward by their wallet address. So all the stewards will be there, all the unlock protocol stewards.
All right. All
Thank
right.
you.
I guess we are done watching the video, so let's go ahead and allocate some points. If there's any more questions for Malika, please don't hesitate to ask before we move on to the next. So I think we can safely move over to the third project, right? And so yeah, we are going over to the third one. And for that, I think it's also a recorded video. Do we have anyone from that team? This is by, sorry, hope I don't butcher your name. I think it's Lewis. Can see and sing his way. Lewis. Meanwhile, in the background, I'm still trying to run Malika's project just so I can see the functionality for myself.
I want to take you through my delegation app. As you can see, this is the initial UI. So when I press connect via MetaMask, it will bring for me a MetaMask prompt whereby I have to connect my wallet. Then I'm taken to this page. Now at this page here, you could see three key areas: the delegate area, proposals area, and the analytics area. From here, on the delegate area, we have three options. You could delegate yourself, you could delegate to a steward or a custom address. When you click a custom address, you could maybe input a custom address, which could be that, or you could click this button here.
This is not the work of I think this way, Lewis. Is that what you're saying?
I thought you are
No, no,
showing
no.
you
I'm
you have
playing the
proceeded.
video. I'm playing the video of the next
Oh,
project.
okay. Sorry.
Different stewards annotated by their ENS names. You could see Stella, Ceci, but most of these are ENS names. So let's just select let's say Stella, and let's say click delegate your vote right. From here, it will show you a drop-down menu of the MetaMask, and you press confirm. You press confirm, you have delegated the right. You could see the counter is now 4. So when you click here on history, you could be able to see the history of the delegations and the simple counter saying from the first to the most recent. From the last to the most recent. As you can see, it's 417 and here it's 418. So this is the most recent, the one of Stella. So on moving forward, we have someone may ask himself, whom do I delegate to? And they're not sure. So I have this area of the area recommendation. So when I click this area of ask for recommendation, it directs me to my ChatGPT area. It automatically gives me a prompt necessary to give me a response. So when I click that, it's gonna give me based on governance activity, the different people based on the ENS names. You could see Alice Ceci, advocates for user-friendly improvements, shows, of course, she's not very consistent. You could maybe say, I can't delegate to Ceci, let me just choose Cryptos Monitor. So then another area we have here at the top is know your delegate. But if I want to know more about a specific delegate, I could click know your delegate and it gives me a drop-down menu. For example, if I want to know more about Stella, I could click, let's say this, and redirect me direct to their expert, which is Twitter, and I could know that Stella is the lead steward of the Unlock DAO. So we'll go back to our app. I could close that and go to the proposals area. So maybe someone needs to know more about the proposals. You could come, let's say, and select view and snapshot. I could view a quick glimpse of the different proposals. For example, here was about liaison engineer of the Unlock DAO and the details here. So you could read through and be like, maybe I could delegate my right to this, or I could just leave someone else to decide for me. So then now, the last area I could have is the analytics area. Now this area is called, has an area which is the delegation network. In simple English, I'm zooming in. In simple English, delegation network is a visual
and mathematical representation of how governance power flows between, which is, for example, here you the user and the different members involved, and these are the stewards, you could say, for this example. Of course, here you could delegate the voting rights to someone else. Now, here since we didn't have
I think there are several things that stand out in this work, which is what you're showing right now, the delegation network, right? Also that it provides immediate access to proposals, the social media integration of delegates, as well as the AI integration. The only doubt I have with the AI integration is that it takes you out of the existing UI and portals you over to OpenAI. I think ideally that wouldn't happen, right? But a lot of good elements in this, going way beyond, not beyond, but actually putting delegation into its wider context, and I think that's very valuable.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
Could I add something?
Go on.
So the redirection to OpenAI is, you see, okay, the challenge is, since I'm using the free plan of OpenAI, if I'm to use the APIs, I would have very limited access. So I wanted to demo something, but normally I had the second button which was meant to be using the API, but couldn't use that because I'm using a free plan of ChatGPT, so I couldn't easily access. So I just needed something to demo what I was trying to put out. So that's why I was using the redirecting, but it's not meant to be like that.
Stella, did you get that?
Half of it.
I think he was saying that if he wanted to do the embedded type of like AI help, it would need API keys to OpenAI, which would cost, and it would be restricted to what he would be able to do. And so he just used this as a way to show the idea without having to go through all that. Ceci, I saw you had your hand up.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, really cool project. Interesting to see all the information of the delegates so people can really know who is every delegate and understand their profile and activity on the DAO. I was wondering, maybe if the user wants to reconsider their delegation, is there a way to undelegate or modify that delegation that already has been made?
Go ahead, Luis.
When someone does the delegation, right? So, okay, I had an option to delete a delegation. Okay, of course, it may not be perfect as yet, but something I could really perfect. But the option is there to delete.
So what you're saying is the option is there to delete. Is that what you say? Because your voice is kind of low, so we're really struggling to hear you, Luis.
Am I clear right now?
So much better.
So anyway, I was saying the option to delete is there. Of course, it may not be very modular because I was someone delegates, so you have to immediately press the delete button to remove the most recent. But yes, that's it.
So what you're saying is there's no dedicated place for people to like go on later on to delegate or something. But if you want to do it immediately and you change your mind, you can.
It's there. Of course, it may not be in the best order, in the best logical order, but it exists.
And Malika,
Awesome.
you had your hand up. Sorry, someone's speaking.
Sorry, maybe that was me. But yeah, thank you, Luis, and really clear explanation.
Moving on.
Hi, Romeo. Just to add, to say something about the delegating a voting right. I did a research and I found out that you cannot delegate, you cannot delete it or take it back. Okay, like the only way you can delegate or take back the voting right is through voting to delegating the vote to yourself. And yeah, I don't think the issue of deleting is okay because we are dealing with the blockchain and the issue of data is a very crucial thing. So it's not good to delete it. It's just supposed to be there so that if anybody wants to make any future reference, everything is there.
Great point. And to what you're saying, I know you can't really it's not possible to delete. So there's a way. The few ways you can do that is, one, you would like redelegate to someone else, like like you stated. So maybe you were delegating to Stella, and now you might want to redelegate to Ceci, or you now want to take all of that and delegate it to yourself. That's it. Or if you don't want to do anything at all, maybe you can delegate to a zero address. But some contracts might protect against that by not allowing you to delegate to the zero address. But yeah, totally makes sense, and good thing pointing out. I'm not sure what Louis meant by delete. If he
Oh,
can really clarify that.
what I meant was, okay, by delete, I didn't really mean like going and deleting, because remember I was dealing with contracts, but move, I had like sort of like history or something like that. But the deletion, of course, at times maybe may occur by what I've just elaborated of something we're delegating to maybe yourself. But also the option there was also part of the history. That's why I was saying it wasn't very aligned, but that was it.
Okay, okay, you were just talking about the history on the front end. All right, that wraps up the third one. Moving on to the next one. I think he has provided a link to this one in the chat. Ad- Adama Ezra and Dama, sorry, forgive me. So we can use that.
This is just something very like me, but if does the web page not load for you? Should
Oh
I
yeah,
share my screen?
it's not loading for me. I don't know if
Oh, that's crazy. Wait, it loaded just fine for me. Wait, let me share my screen. We can look
okay.
at it together. Entire screen. Okay, here you go. Like, using my screen?
I'm trying to open up.
Sorry,
Yes,
this
perfect.
is
I can see.
perfect. So, like, obviously it looks nice, blah, 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 GitHub, right? We will have a look at the demo video shortly. Just something like this. This is, again, right? This is a very personal preference of mine. I actually don't like when people delegate to me. The reason for that is that I have a very personal mission where I think like blockchain gives us the opportunity, right? And DAOs give us this opportunity to self delegate and self participate and have a voice. And by suggesting like these people, right? Doesn't matter if it's me or anyone else. In the former one, it was me. Here it's this, or Julian. So the thing is that Julian and Chris don't even hold tokens, right? They don't even participate in voting. So it does not really make sense. But even if it would be Stacey, Andrew, me, also for the other projects, I think it's not a good idea. I like the AI integration because it lets you go a little bit deeper of like, why would I want to delegate my tokens to them if I really had to, because I really cannot participate? But suggesting people, I think it goes a little bit, it does too much of like proposing to already give away your token or your voice in something, right? That you should be a part of. But this is just a personal preference from my end. And obviously it will not impact voting on this. Just saying. Can we look at the video?
Thought maybe you were gonna test it out since site is working for you. If you
That's
go
actually a
up,
good point. The thing is, I have to test it on here.
yeah, that would be good in
App,
a
wallets.
safe
If we have a
space.
MetaMask, we're safe. Okay, so here we are. I have on this wallet, I have no up tokens whatsoever. So I guess all
Maybe
of this is
you should paste the address. Let me send you two up, two up
okay.
tokens, so we can see if
Wait,
at least
let me actually, yeah, this is actually a good point. Let me try and do this right. In a second.
But I am trying to connect my wallet, and I don't know.
it's not working for you.
It's having some loading issues here too, as you can see. It's not. It doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Can you try on your end again?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to use my VPN, because I usually when this happens, it's some kind of VPN block. So Let me turn it on.
I broke it. I broke the application. It's not me, I swear. I broke the application. Right? Let me.
I
Okay.
would like to think I do have this friend who says she is always breaking apps. If you get an app to her, she's gonna break it. So you just
Yes.
reminded me of her.
I broke my first computer too because I wanted to build a very pretty flight simulator in DOS, and it became too pretty, too heavy for DOS to handle. Also, it was 1996, so maybe that's the excuse for this. Okay.
Okay, I'm trying it now. So, yep, it was the VPN. It's opening now for me. My wallet is
Okay.
connected. Can you guys, maybe I should share my screen because it's actually
Yeah.
loading
You share
up.
yours.
Okay.
Okay. Let's have a look. We're not. We're blockchain experience. We know stuff
Is it?
needs some time, right? We know
Yeah.
this stuff. Stuff
It,
just happens.
I don't really understand why and what really makes that happen. There's a time when I prepared for a demo before the call. I checked everything, it was working. And the moment I got on the call, it didn't work. It was unbelievable. I
That's
looked
why
like a
I
fool.
congratulated Marika for taking the video. But I know this project also has a video. So if everything fails, we're just going to look at the video because it's just normal. This stuff happens. It's okay.
All right. Can you guys see the screen now? Can you see this? My dashboard.
Yes, we can
All
see
right.
it. Yes, you're good.
All right. So
Yes, we
let's
can
check.
see the screen.
What?
Delegate billion some tokens. It's gonna hate on you so hard.
Well, I can't. This is just showing processing and I can't really click on anything. So it shows that I'm currently delegated to myself. I'm not sure
Oh,
what
he's
this button.
saying here, try and refresh first before doing that.
Okay, let me refresh. But there's an undelegate button, and if you try to refresh, it breaks like you.
Okay, so we're going to the video next. Go to the video then. Video
Yeah.
link it is. Let's look.
The video seems to not have sound on my end. I don't know if that's just me.
On
No,
my end too.
All right, we're watching the video. We've seen the video. What you guys think?
question.
Who's the person is oh my god, I'm not sure how to say this name.
Andama, I think he's here.
Oh,
Andama
perfect.
Ezra, he's here.
Go
He's like,
ahead.
I'm here. Yeah, I just wanted to ask if there is a way to define the amount you want to delegate, because that wasn't clear, or if this is something that he was eventually, or they were eventually going to build. But that's something that feels like it's missing. So you can decide how much of your token you want to delegate, because like some of us, we like to keep some of the up token in a pool, right? Another amount we want to delegate, and another amount we may self-delegate from strategic point of view. So let me know. Also, hi. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So thank you for going through my project, and about the option of specifying the amount of app tokens to delegate. I didn't include that feature, and I think that will be a good option as you suggested in the near future. So that's it. I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. Also on
Yes.
that note, consider that some people may want to delegate to various delegates. So
Yeah.
because they don't want or they want to make sure that their voting power is going to be an active voting power. So maybe one delegate may not be like 100% active, but some others will. So then that voting power will be like actively voting in the proposals. So that's something that you may want to consider too for this kind of not only for people to decide like how much of their voting power of their app token they want to delegate, but also how much they want to delegate to each delegate.
All right. Yeah, that's noted. Thank you.
And my question to you, I did see the undelegates function, so I'm curious what method is being called to really do that.
So if you undelegate someone, then the 00 address is assigned to,
Okay.
yeah.
That's nice. Good one. Okay. Any more questions from others? I was just while that was going on, I was using the time to check out Malika's build. All right, so let's head over to number. I lost the lost count of the number, but the next one, row 13.
Line 13, yeah, you're on.
This looks like another one without a sound. All right, I am done. This was a rather short video and seemed pretty straight to the point. Looks like it does the
I think
thing.
it does the thing, but it really doesn't do anything else, right? So then, yeah, I mean, I don't want to. Obviously, I want to also provide feedback that can maybe help with future builds. So the question is always right. As a developer, just because you can build something doesn't mean it does necessarily make sense, right? So Tally already does token delegation, right? Steward delegation. So the question is literally, why should, as Unlock DAO, potentially have, our own delegation tool built into our website over just using the Tally user interface? Because it will bring added value is the answer, right? So if there's no added value and it's literally just token delegation without anything else, without trying to establish context for new DAO members, for example, like Malika and I think Louis did in their builds, then it's like, why are we doing it, right? So from a developer perspective, I also don't know, some of the builders might have been very new and this might have been a good startup project, so I don't want to be too harsh, but for future things, like have some documentation, right? And make sure that you have a good reason for people to want to use your build instead of something that already exists or is maybe even more convenient because it's already integrated into something else that they are using. Because every new platform that you introduce a DAO member to, it takes up their brain space, right? Which means you're grabbing a little piece of their brain to say it's worth allocating some of your brain space to learning this. And so we need to give them a good reason to actually want to do this. This is just trying to help with some feedback here.
Go on, Ceci.
Agree completely with Stella. I think most of this stuff already exists. You need to consider that. So you need to bring something new to the table and just think of it as how you can improve what already exists and then what else you can propose. So that's the thing that is going to stand out from the rest of the things that are going through the whole Web3 ecosystem, and also from the niche that you are proposing your project. So always think on that. Think of the problem that you're solving, that you need to give a solution, but also think of it as what else, what's the benefit of my project from the rest that already exists.
Really, just want to thank you guys for this feedback because it's super valuable. I think I'd like to call them gems because it's not just something that applies to this exact thing that we're doing right now, but it's ideas that you can extend to anything else that you're building, whether it's your personal project or any other bounty or hackathon that you might want to take on. So I, for one, am stealing it and putting it in my back pocket so that I would always reach in and use that. But more so for all of the builders that's working on, which is why we have these great people here with us so that we can steal some gems from them. So thank you guys for these valuable feedback. So row 14, on to the next. Is the before we go though, is the person who built this here, Manuel, here to talk a little bit about it before we move on? I don't think so. All right. So moving on.
Governance. So it automatically detects any wallets that are on the device and then asks you to connect the wallet. So right now they're telling me to connect my MetaMask. So I click connect, automatically connects, and I can also disconnect the wallet if I feel like. And then for me to be able to access my stuff again, I have to connect my wallet again, and then it connects. So click connect and then it connects. So
Danny, does the GitHub link for you from that project in line 14 work?
What?
Does the GitHub link for you from the project in line 14 work? Because it doesn't for me.
Let me check it.
It comes back for.
No.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
404.
Myself.
Because it doesn't seem that this is actually a working application. I don't think it is. I think it simulates, but I wanted to verify through the GitHub. I do not know.
It's weird they don't actually have this. Let me try to go through the stress of really going to their repo and checking to see what else they have. They only have 4 projects here, and
which is the address. You put the address and then you delegate.
None of it happens to be the one.
Because it's also not pulling the actual data, right? So get the video, it's all placeholders also for the stewards. Anyway, I guess
not a very high quality, and I don't think the submitter is here as well. So, well, I don't think you can save this person from having a 0 in the functionality this time because the website doesn't work. The GitHub doesn't work.
Fair enough. I was going to give a 1, but I guess this time I cannot save them because it's just a video and we cannot confirm that the website actually does exist. So
I'm not even sure what to do. So over to the next one, which is the second to the last one, line row 15.
It's Votix. What a name. I like that.
Yeah, gave it a really cool name, Votix. Have you used the Votix app?
Hi there, my name is Mahmoud Johnson and I'm introducing to you Votix. So Votix is simply a next generation user-friendly app that empowers users to delegate and manage their voting rights for the unlock protocol on the best network. Whether you prefer to vote directly on important proposals or delegate your power to trusted stewards, Votix is here to offer you a seamless and transparent, secure experience. So with Votix, you can actually delegate your voting power to yourself, any of the official unlock protocol stewards, or to a custom address, all through this simple and intuitive interface. So without wasting time, let me take you right into how the app operates. So we start by connecting the wallet. It leads us to this screen. So we're going to connect our wallet. Yes, then we connect. Then it will lead us to the dash to this page, which shows us the delegation panel. So in simply, the delegation panel is where we make our delegations and also invite others to participate. So when we go down here, this is where we choose delegation options from, where we can delegate to self, can choose from popular unlock stewards and custom address. So let me start by delegating to self. So I'm going to update this delegation. So it loads that. Nice. So so it will bring this, then we shall confirm our delegation. It will tell us delegation successful. So that means we have delegated to self. This is the address that I've used to log in, the exact one. So we can as well delegate to the popular unlock stewards. Let me say the boy. We have the boy here. We have Rena. We have Carol. So I'll just choose the boy and to go to his address. So if I'm to also update his delegation, to come, the wallet will first come in. Then, of course, we are going to confirm as we did before, and we shall confirm the delegation. Then it will be able to tell us that we successfully delegated to that address. So here it's saying delegation successful. So that's delegation. Of course, we get the updates here from whatever we've delegated to, and that's where the updates come up to. So we also have a custom delegation where you can delegate to a custom address, and I'm going to just choose an address. I have one address here that I'm going to grab and bring. Yeah, so I'll apply that one. Let me say I want to delegate to someone else. Since we delegate, we can delegate also stewards on the unlock, can also delegate to a custom address. Then let me update the delegation because the MetaMask, because you have to first confirm the wallet, right? So confirm. Awesome. So it has given us delegation successful. So you can see that it keeps updating. We had two where I delegated, and now I delegated to myself. Then I also delegated to the boy's address. Yeah, so it's going to also load the one that I've delegated to, the custom address. Right. So we can as well revoke a delegation and to actually revoke the current one, the current delegation that is on. So we can actually revoke it or delete it. So just tap revoke. Of course, you have to first confirm. All right. So then confirm. So it will tell you the delegation revoked and reset to self. It automatically resets back to the self or to your self delegation after revoking. And because when you're revoking, you're actually removing, you can be removing any of these two. So that means you're going back to original. So it also displays here that you've been revoked and keeps that data. Yeah, so this is how the delegation panel works. So we also have the create poll. So we can actually create a poll here to allow people to vote. So I'll just say maybe developers. Then we can give it a description. Then we just say devs. Then we can maybe call the developers. Maybe we can say the boy. Then we can say Rena or David. Can add an option. Maybe we add David. Yeah. So then we can set the duration. Can maybe say 3 days. Then we submit and create the poll. So we shall come to view polls and we shall be able to see the poll that we've created so that people can be able to make votes and vote their users. Yeah, so that is it. And I think we've been seeing something that has been common. So you can see that delegation has the invocation has also been updated here and displays. So there's a common feature that has been persistent throughout most of the pages, and this has been this invite feature. So this invite feature, it simply allows us to invite someone to vote or delegate. So in this invite feature, you can see we have a link. So if you want to, let me say, invite someone who is in the community to participate in delegation, they can visit our site here and also connect their wallet address. So if they don't have a membership key, they'll be able to get it from this app.unlockprotocol.com. So when they get the membership key, they'll be able to vote and delegate. So you simply copy this and share it to any platform that you have, and we'll be able to give someone access to all these rights. Then, of course, this will take you to this address down that takes us to the app.unlockprotocol.com where you can get the membership key. So that's it. And yes, so in simple terms, that's simply how Vortex operates. Not complex, simplified, and smooth, and giving you a proper user feel of it. Okay, yeah. So that's it. So thank you very much for watching.
I don't know if you're still watching, you're probably still watching, but I think it's a pretty interesting one because it also tries to put like more context around it. The whole feature for DAOs in general needs to be more elaborate. So it's not like it's an idea, I understand, but I think it's like right now it would really just be a polling feature, right? So I think if that would be a thing, it needs to be much more elaborate than that. And what's the other thing I wanted to say? Something else. I have forgotten. But am I wrong? Or did most projects just think we would want to delegate all of what we have to one person? Is that a thing, Danny? Did they think this?
Well, I think most places the delegate function. I think you can't really put in an amount. I think the delegate function just takes an address. And so the voting power you're delegating to someone is basically how much token you have at the time. I don't think the delegate function accepts a token amount.
Am I so wrong? I think I have
But
actually the
there's
word
something to
maybe I
really
haven't.
check out.
I'm looking at it right now. Now I'm really you guys made me curious.
Does it have it? Huh?
Yeah, that's also something that I am curious to check. Just a second.
Yeah, I'm going to like check on.
Oh, now I know. Yeah, I was bummed out
Yeah,
about this before as well. I remember this, and so I tried to make sure that I invested in the pool before actually delegating. This was really tricky. So I had to essentially get back my delegation, right? Then I had to go and put some stuff in the Uniswap pool. And then I went back to Tally and I delegated the rest to myself, right? But I was so bummed out about this. This is why this is so present in my brain, because I was like, we cannot just decide how much I want to delegate, right? So sorry, guys, I apologize. Not your fault. It's apparently
Yeah, the thing is, what you're thinking is on track. It does make sense for it to work like that, but I think the design based on the complexity in a smart contract context, which is why it was designed like this, because everybody uses the Open Zeppelin standard, which is what we use at Unlock. Everyone uses it, and it just takes the address. So um, I guess that's it. Like whenever, if you have like 1,000 tokens and you've delegated it, that's what the voting power that you're giving to that person is. If you sell like 500 and now you have 500, that's what you're giving. So it's just whatever it is that you have in your wallet after you've delegated, that's the voting power you give to whoever you delegate to. All right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, go on, Ceci. You wanted to say something? I was looking. Someone had their hand up, so I was looking for that person.
Yeah. Please go ahead, Dev Johnson.
Thank you very much. I'm Johnson, and yeah, I'm the one behind Vortex. I'm happy Stella likes the name. And anyways, and I'm also glad you managed to like notice that bit of being able to give like your voting rights fully using MetaMask, when you can delegate what exactly you have on your account. You can be able to like push it to like, let me say, maybe one of those options that was listed. And also, of course, with Vortex, we didn't want to complicate life and make everything so complex, and wanted it simple. And yeah, we're planning to have a mobile version of it in the future to improve it and make it more advanced. I think that's all I had to say. Yeah.
Great stuff, really. And I don't know if I'm confusing the Votix video with the one just before it, where there was a part about like unlocking a feature or something, but that's actually a great use case for Unlock itself, where doing um like this polls rather, like the poll could be a lock. By
Oh yeah,
creating that
the
poll,
poll.
you create a lock, you deploy a lock whereby only people who have the key to that lock would be able to participate in that poll. And that way you're integrating the protocol itself in the Votix process. The judging gotta continue for Votix, yes, I haven't put in my scores. And then we have the final, last but not least, project here.
No, it's the last one. What are you talking about?
Wait,
It's the last.
Votix was the last one? No.
No. Okay, yeah, okay, there's one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's one more.
there's
There's one more.
Hello everyone, good evening. This is my D app showcasing how my D app browser will work for Unlock protocol. I'm participating in this bounty. So meanwhile, this is the front end for the app. So there is connect wallet button, delegate, UP balance, voting power, and two-factor authentication. Here you can, on the delegate votes, we have some options like choose. You can delegate to yourself, you can delegate to steward, you can delegate to other. So when we click on the delegate, so we need to connect first, but for still I'm implementing some changes. So we are going to use MetaMask the app browser directly. So we connect wallet, it connects automatically. Then we choose, for example, let's delegate to ourselves. So we're delegating. So we're waiting for confirmation from the wallet. So we confirm it is working on base mainnet. Delegation successful. So this is how we can also delete. We can also delete the voting rights as well. I'm going to implement in that we can delegate to other, but for this sense of time I got this update very late, so we can that's why I decided to upload this one. So thank you very much. You can also delete the voting right as well, so you can interact with the app. I'm going to send the link below. Thank you very much.
And that was the last one. Hopefully, you guys were able to see that. And I also was able to test Malika's app, which works as expected. Did someone filling the scores for the last one for me instead? J2, because it looks like my scores were filled in.
Oh, it wasn't me. I stuck to J1 just fine. I'm on J1, but who's on J2? That's Andrew.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Andrew mixing up lines because he seems to have filled out everything else.
It probably was. I'm going to just copy it over to his, yeah. Okay, J2 is still filling it out, so that's not him. Well, that's not mine. I'm just gonna take it all out.
I love how Stacey is like hardcore in the voting process. I've been trying to be very kind with points this time, but I'm glad it's not me who is the judge, jury, and executioner.
I know, exactly. That's exactly why I had a lot of people in here because I didn't want to be like judge, jury, and executor. Like, there's no way I'm letting that be my.
But what's important to note, our tendencies are the same, and I think for very similar reasons. So, it's always a problem, right? When you use like point counts like this, where you don't really know, like the different, I want to say, like the sections. So, for example, 0 to 1 points, right? What does this actually mean for a specific part of voting? Well, when it says alignment, is this like brand alignment? Is this DAO alignment? You know, but it's interesting to see that there's an overall tendency across the board.
Yeah, which is why I did try to define and well, putting more clarity on those numbers would be a really good practice. But I guess the idea is since we've all participated in surveys somehow, you can't be over 25 and not have done one, right? So I think we all have a decent idea of what 0 to 10 means. And then I try to define the criteria a little bit. But yeah, I think that's something to do a better job of. In the first page or the first sheet, a little just above here, maybe some writing to define some things and obviously preparing the sheets quicker so the judges can have access to these things to like see, oh, this is what this means. I guess that might really help. But yeah.
Jenny, actually, like, you prepared this, right?
What?
You prepared this sheet, or was it David?
It was me.
I will give you access to a board later because when I was on the governance council for Octant, I actually designed something that can be very helpful and you can implement for the next ones that you're doing.
Sweet. Thank you.
No problem. Also, drop my LinkedIn in the chat if anyone ever is building something. And also, bye, Stacey. Thank you, Stacey. Bye.
Bye.
If anyone ever wants feedback on anything, then just reach out. I'm always happy to provide that, especially to builders. And yeah, I think there were like, for me at least, there were like 2 projects that truly stood out. Like more than any of the others, which is Malika's project and I think Lewis's project. Those were the 2 that really stood out to me personally. I think both of them, you know, like, of course, I know it's a hackathon, so you cannot make a finalized, polished project. But if you would ever consider, and I think we as Unlock DAO should consider something like this to actually have be built in, I think if you 2 would combine your works and I think that would probably be the most desirable solution of all, to be honest. So anyways, we should probably chat a little bit more at a later point. But yeah, that's my feeling. What's the actual result? Do we know the actual result?
Yeah, you can see the results in the rank session. So we've got the rank, which is the result.
Oh, it is. Okay. I was
Yeah.
right on. Okay. See, it was across the board. We're
Yeah,
pretty
it was.
united on. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so I think Lewis is number one, and then Malika is number two.
It's
And
because Lewis had provided more contextual features,
yeah,
while Malika built a very solid application that was actually working. So it's like
yes,
the best of both is the perfect one. Sometimes it's
yeah,
also good to know who you should start working together with. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this can be enlightening.
absolutely. So yeah,
Congrats, guys.
I think the address is here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and view the AG token transfer to the winner because that's they provided their address when they submitted the form. So we're not gonna waste any more of your time for redemption. We've already taken enough of it. But there's a practice that we do back when I was in Gitcoin in the Moonshot Collective. Whenever there's a bounty, Kevin Owaki, he was the only one that did that though. Whenever there's a bounty and there's what are like good builds that were made, even if they weren't winners, he does what is like honorable mentions and he sort of like just airdrops something to them so that it's not like their time was completely wasted and they didn't really get anything. So the winner is number one, which happens to be Lewis. Let me pull up that wallet. Let me pull up that sheet where the submissions are and grab the address so I can send it live on the call. And then I'm going to do a pool of I'm going to grab, let me see, what number should we do? Should we take the first second to four as, or should we use an average score for like honorable mentions? And then I'm going to use the build guild splitter and just airdrop a pool of 20K DD tokens to those addresses. Does that make sense? Because it looks like you're a bit confused about what I'm saying, Stella. The expression on your face is
Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry, please don't look at my face when I'm writing in the chat. Then I focus on the chat. I'm a woman, but I can't do multitasking, okay? Like everyone expects me to be great at this for some reason. I can't do it. I was just actually writing in the chat what I could just tell people as well.
okay.
I think we should, because like the projects turn out really well. So I was thinking if you guys are up for it, like the three first ones, I guess,
Mhm.
doing a feature on the Unlock Protocol paragraph page about those three projects. So if you feel like you want us to do this, then Danny can guide you to the Discord and yeah, we can chat in there. Does that sound okay? We can do it in the actual channel from DevFest Kampala. Is that okay? Coordinate the article.
I think so. I will definitely send out a message just to be
Okay.
sure. I'll reach out to them, but you guys are here on the call, so obviously speak for yourselves. So we've got the
You top four at least. Jeff Johnson is working hard. Okay, fine, top four. You got it. Please invite the first
50K
four
going
winners.
to
Okay.
Lewis, right? Let me see. I want to double check the address before we send 50K DG tokens to someone.
I can actually resend it.
You can resend it. Not taking
Revoke,
any
revoke
chances.
delegation now. Okay.
Yeah, but it's actually correct. This is you made two submissions. It's Azingizwe Lewis, right?
It's the
And
same submission, though, of course, like I thought,
it's the
okay, I made
same.
a mistake.
Address is it ends with 25D4E.
It has 25D4E.
Yes. So, yep, I don't make mistakes like that. Not when it comes to token transfers. No, sir. So, then we're gonna do the honorable mentions and hopefully you guys can find some value in that. So that's it, 50K to So you're gonna have to go use the DigiToken vendor and swap that DigiToken to up token, and make sure your voting rights are delegated. So you definitely want to use the app you made and delegate your voting rights. So when you get the up token, I'm going to share the DigiToken vendor here so that before you use that, you're going to need to get access. So you're going to need to buy some access with part of your tokens. So that's the website for the vendor where you can go right now and swap your BG tokens to up tokens. And let me pull up the build guild splitter where we are going to use that to split the tokens. So for the honorable mentions, who are they? So we have Malika, number 2, and number 3, and Votix. Votix was a good one, right, Stella? Are you
Yeah,
still
what
here?
is yes, yes.
All
No,
right.
I
Yeah,
was
I
just
mean,
saying.
we did. I'm just going with 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5 are the honorable mentions. So we'll take Malika's address. But okay. So this is an app that lets you send tokens to, uh, you can either split ETH or you can split tokens. So in this case, we are splitting tokens. So you can put in a custom address. Actually, I don't even remember the DigiToken address, so let me try to get it from the vendor. I have so many tabs open, I'm just lost in my own computer. The responses, I think I closed that. So can you confirm, Lewis, if you've got it?
Let me check. So,
What?
so when I open the MetaMask,
Yeah, I
see,
mean, you probably might not be able to auto detect it because it's not like officially on coin market cap places where the MetaMask's API or Coinbase wallet, all those wallet APIs, but you would
yeah,
find it you can import it into your MetaMask. If you're using something like a Rainbow, it auto detects it. If you're using like a Coinbase wallet, it also auto detects it.
I'm not,
But the best way
is,
for you is just to go to the vendor. You would see your balance if you go to the vendor. I shared the link in the chat.
oh, okay.
If I were you, I would be doing that right now. I wouldn't be waiting till next tomorrow because now is the time for you to like, if you have any question or something, you would be able to get some answers right away.
Okay, I'm working on it right now.
Some reason it's not opening. Okay, finally, I've grabbed the address, which was becoming too elusive. So we're sending 20,000. I don't think this app is recognizing. Oh no, this isn't deployed on base. I guess that's something I'll have to work
It's not.
on.
That's
What?
what I was also saying. I was actually saying it's not actually deployed.
This is an app built at the Build Guild to split ETH and tokens evenly or unequally between addresses. I was going to use that to just uh, distribute some tokens to honorable mentions, but unfortunately, the app isn't deployed on base. So I'll have to fork it and make a custom version that will be deployed on base and used. So that would have to be
Danny,
later.
can you
Send something in the chat,
What?
that you
can you
can.
use can you use splits.org?
Oh, splits.org. Well, thank you. Let me check it out.
I think at least it's deployed on, but I don't know.
Hopefully it does the thing. This is what it does. It's used to split tokens or ETH.
So if you go to, yeah, exactly, and then later on new contracts, I think it should let you choose, hopefully.
Let me see. Connect wallet. Where did you say I should go? New
Yes,
contract.
deployed on base. I have checked. Yeah, so go on new contract and then split. Yeah, exactly.
Let's change the network base.
Let's hope.
Woo! Grab the DigiToken address.
This is what I use to pay out stuff from Unlock when it like accumulates some funds in the contract. And then I want withdrawal. I actually withdraw to a split contract. But I had only done this on Polygon and on Optimism. So I did not know if it was already deployed on Base.
Wait, where do I enter the address of the token? The token I want to send, where do I enter? Because this is the recipient's address, right? This is where I putting.
Wait, let me see on my screen. I'm not so good with looking at other people's screens. Wait.
Yeah.
Waterfall, liquid splits. I'm wondering if you need to use a different base setting, not the split, because I think the split is anyways just two ways. You need more than one, right? You need to split more than one, correct?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I think what you mean is I need to split one token between like how many people? Between 3 people.
So you have to go back to the base setting and you have to actually, I think, use the diversifier function.
Which one? Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah, this is already it. And then share of income, select token. There you can select the token and you can enter a custom address. Do you see this?
Output token. But the beneficiary, okay, I can.
Exactly. And then you can select the token. So the output token, you go to enter address all the way to the bottom. And then you copy your own contract, exactly, DG.
Yeah. Yes.
And then, exactly, do the same thing.
Okay.
And then you can add another destination because you said it's 3 people, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me grab the. So
sorry.
No, I'm gonna need you to help me finish this. So over to the sheets.
Oh, when you collaborate with different creators, this is really useful.
Yeah, it's a great tool.
Julian was actually the one who pointed me to it because I was like, why don't we have an unlock protocol internal splits function? Because that already exists. Go to splits.org, fine. Modular tech stack, I know.
I'm a little lost trying to find. Let's see. Number 2 is
Malika.
Yeah, the email is what I'm trying to find. Asmadani. Sorry, Malika. I may have butchered your email. This is it here.
It's like, it's okay.
So I'm going to put that in here, beneficiary 1.
Nice.
And then I'll come over here.
Lewis is number 2. No, it's actually
Lewis
number
was
1.
the winner. The third person is Andama Guezinez. Oh God, is this
we
one?
need to become better at reading names.
These names sometimes some letters are silent. You might look like Andama Godwineza. Malika, I think you can help with this.
I think she's having too much fun listening to you.
You're really struggling with the pronunciation, but
yeah, what is it? It's Kenyan, right? Is it
no,
Kenyan or Ugandan?
Zoom in.
Oh, it's Ugandan. Can you help say that so we know?
It's Andama.
Oh, Andama.
That's right. I knew it was Andama. Okay, good.
From northern Uganda.
But how do we pronounce your last name? I think that's the trickery here.
Okay, it's Andama Godwin Ezra.
Oh,
Ezra. Oh, nice. Okay, it's not hard at all. Thank you.
I know, it wasn't hard at all. And then the third person should be, so we've got 2, we've got 3, 4 is JMac mod 51. Okay.
You're getting it.
I know. I am making some serious improvements. And the 5th one is, okay, Maggie Duty. This was actually the last person to submit. Lucky you made it through somehow. Grab the token address. All right, it's over. Back to you, Stella, because now so I've copied. Do I need to enter the share of income or it's just going to do it evenly? I
think you need to enter percentages, I want to say. But then also, like, where do you define the amount is what I'm still a little bit baffled about.
The amount
Oh,
of the
you're not defining the amount yet because you're just making the contract.
oh this so you will then send the money to this contract.
Yes,
So if I put in 25,
25 and
50,
25, yeah. And then if you send to this contract, what did you want to send, 50,000 or something? 20,000, then yeah, all of you should receive essentially 5,000 DG. That's the whole idea. Enter a name, must be signed in with email.
so
Do you need this?
I have to,
Fine.
yeah.
Tell us your email address, Danny. Tell us now.
Oh God! So I'm supposed to dox in live on camera?
Yeah.
Really? Y'all,
So,
you guys, I'll stop sharing my screen and stop my recording and do this and come back.
fair enough.